Good evening. This is Elizabeth Jackson, your middle school and upper elementary band director, and I'm here with Miss Megan Rubio, who is our band booster treasurer. And we're going to give you some updates from our band booster president, we're going to give you some updates regarding what's been going on with our band booster organization. Before we dive into that, I do want to give you guys all some information regarding our program. We have, number one, there's some lessons spots available that have opened up in the past few weeks for taking private lessons, one-on-one lessons with and professional on your student's instrument. So if you're interested in signing up for that, T. Patterson at OSS DMS, Mr. Patterson takes care of all of that. So if you want to email him, he'll get you signed up and let you know about when the available times are. Other events that are coming up, we have on March 16th, our 8th graders have an audition due for Ocean Springs High School, so don't forget about that. You guys were sent a separate email regarding those auditions, so make sure you get all of that sent in on time. March 18th is our jazz dinner, which Ms. Rubio is going to tell you guys a little bit more about in just a moment. March 22nd, we have our instrument test drives. This is for any upcoming 6th grader who is interested in joining our band program next year. We're going to have the opportunity for them to come try out instruments at the upper elementary on March 22nd from 5 to 7:30. They're receiving information about that in their Tuesday folders this week, and then they're going to sign up for band. We will need a few volunteers to help guide parents in the right direction, because as you guys may remember, if you were a part of it, that night can get a little chaotic as there's a lot of people to maneuver and a lot of people don't know exactly what to do. So it's nice to have some band parents, current band parents around to help people maneuver and just get excited, get this people excited about what's to come with band. I'll be sending out a sign-up sheet for that on this email. Other things, we have on April 7th, our 8th grade and couple of 7th graders symphonic band will be going to our GCBDA concert festival. That's our competition that we go to every year, and it'll be hosted after school at Biloxi High School. We'll send out information just to the symphonic band parents regarding that in just a couple of weeks, as soon as we have the confirmed schedule from the GCBDA. Then, of course, we have our upcoming concerts. We're excited to present on April 12th at Ocean Springs High School. The middle school bands will perform a concert that night. And then on April 28th, the upper elementary will have their concert at the upper elementary auditorium. And then finally, we wrap up the whole year with a big joint concert that is our big fundraiser event / big event for all of our bands to come together from 6th to 8th grade, Houndapalooza on May 14th. So those are a lot of events coming up. I'll continue to email you reminders and more details. So be looking out for those. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Rubio, our band booster president.
Thank you. Well, Ms. Jackson just gave you all the dates of the wonderful opportunities, musical opportunities, performances that our kids have the opportunity to participate in. But none of that happens if we can't support them with the supplies they need, the instruments they need, the music they need, all the funding that they have to do. So everybody who is a parent of a band member in the middle school or the upper elementary is part of this booster club and help with our fundraising activities. So we've had some good success this year already. One thing that I do have to report from the treasurer is our concession stand fundraiser. Most of you know that we supported the high school football concession stand this last year. And after all of the expenses and income were worked out, it turns out we were able to raise $4,400 and change for our program here, the middle school and upper elementary band program. So that was a wonderful success, and thank you to everybody who volunteered as part of that concessions program. We have already been able to put that money to good use. We recently were able to purchase new instruments. We purchased 2 new mellophones. We've purchased new music for the 8th grade band. We've got some new music that we're purchasing for the beginner bands. Lots of new stuff coming in that we've been able to spend on that. So we've already put out $3,500 from that money that we've been able to spend on instruments and music. We can't slow down. We have some new opportunities for fundraising and for things for you to be excited about the band program. Right now, our fundraiser, our apparel sale is going on. So you should have received by email an order form. We're doing this in conjunction with TJ's. And the order form has been sent out to everybody. It's also available on Facebook, and it will also be attached to this email, so you can look at that. The deadline is fast approaching. It's Wednesday. So you can take a look. The jackets that you see there are, they're like track jackets, and they are embroidered on the front and the back. They're very, very nice, very popular with the kids, just a nice lightweight jacket. We have a hoodie available and a long sleeve shirt and short sleeve shirt available. So please, you'll see the information on that order form. You can email my email, it's down there at the bottom with your order, or you can send it into school. We can take PayPal through OSMS Band Boosters. And that link will be on this email that you're getting, and we'll also have the QR code that you can scan and use to do a PayPal payment for that. So, or you can send check or cash in with the order form with your student by March 9th, which is Wednesday. Yeah, and delivery on that will be approximately 2 weeks after it closes out. So look for that in the next couple of weeks. The jazz dinner that Ms. Jackson mentioned on March 18th, that's really to highlight especially our jazz hounds, the jazz students. So it's for their parents and families to come out and have a nice, relaxing night, a wonderful dinner, great music, and listen to your kids play all that wonderful jazz they've been learning and practicing. So we have to turn in numbers for that by Thursday, March 10th. That's this Thursday. So if you'll please look at the Google form that's attached to this email, use that to sign up for the number of tickets that you need. And then you can either send a check or cash in an envelope to the Dropbox here at the school, or you can go on PayPal using the same code, same information to pay through PayPal for that. So don't miss that. It's a really fun evening and an opportunity to get to see your kids.
And that's not just limited to jazz band parents. If you are interested in going, it's a wonderful night to enjoy a great dinner. And we would love to have as many parents as possible. We have up to a certain number of tickets available, and we would love to sell every single one of them and have you guys come out and support our jazz hounds.
Yeah, it's at Broom's Buffet and Restaurant, which is in downtown Ocean Springs. They've got a wonderful buffet planned. It's $25, which includes your full buffet, drink, bread, dessert, all that kind of stuff. And it'll be a fun night. So please come on out and see that. I'm going to just tease an upcoming fundraiser that we have in April. We're going to be doing a popcorn fundraiser. Some of you may have seen this popcorn fundraiser done through the high school at the beginning of the year. They had wonderful success with it. And the best part about this fundraiser is you don't have to collect orders. You don't have to collect money. You don't have to send money in. You don't have to deliver product. It's all done online. So it's going to be a fast 4 days to just share your online store, and people will go on, order it directly from the company, pay for it directly to the company, and it is shipped directly from the company to their house. So a nice, easy, hopefully really fruitful fundraiser coming up in April. So keep your eyes out for more information on that. Lastly, right now, as we prepare for Houndapalooza, which Ms. Jackson mentioned is our big all band community-wide festival that we have at the end of the year, we are looking for sponsors to help support that activity. So you'll see on the screen is a sponsorship letter. We have mailed this out to many, many local businesses, but if you know a local business or family or somebody who would like to be a sponsor of our band, we would encourage you to print this letter out. It's attached to the email, and take it to those businesses in person, or call those businesses, call those families that might be willing to be sponsors. There's different levels of sponsorship that you can see on there. Everybody, we want to acknowledge everybody who's willing to sponsor our band. So everybody who does a $75 donation or more will get a certificate. It says proud sponsor of the OSMS OSUE band program that they can display in their business. But with increasing donations, you'll also have the opportunity to be on the Houndapalooza t-shirt that every single band member will get and wear both at Houndapalooza concert and throughout the rest of the year. They love to wear those all summer long, and they'll have, with a high enough donation, you can have your business's name or even your business's full logo printed on the back of that shirt. That'll be worn by over 400 band students and teachers and volunteers. And even further than that, we can make sure that your logo or business is mentioned in programs or at all of our halftime shows for those big donors that are willing to sponsor this program. So please print out some copies of that letter. Take it to people that you know. If it's introduced personally rather than just being received in the mail, it tends to get a lot more response. So have your student talk to those people that they might know and might be willing to sponsor that program. As we also prepare for Houndapalooza, the last thing I want to say is we need volunteers. We need people like you to sign up to help be on our planning committee and help us just do things like get the concessions ready and distribute t-shirts and do planning and set up for this big event. It's held at the stadium. It's a lot of fun. We encourage people to invite their neighborhoods, their neighbors, their friends, their family. So if you're willing to sign up for to help out with planning that, please look for the link also on this email to sign up to be on that planning committee. I think that hits all the highlights.
Yep. We'll be sending out another update and potentially having a full-fledged meeting in April. But we will definitely get information. Some of the things that are coming up for next year, and believe it or not, yes, we're into next year already. Your directors are, of course, dealing with recruiting our upcoming 6th graders. And with that comes getting ready for all of our booster officers and different things that'll come up for the fall. We will be in search of some booster officers. We've got a few who are sticking with us, but we'd also like to add a few positions. So that'll be happening soon. We have to make those elections happen in April and May. So keep in mind, if you think that's some way you might want to serve your community and serve your band program, we would really be glad to have you. We are really looking for somebody for concessions. So Houndapalooza is a great place to start by getting your feet wet on how to help with that. And so we'd love to talk to you about that and get that the ball rolling on getting our new booster officers installed. So it's always good to get that started sooner rather than later. All right, Ms. Rubio, anything else you can think of?
That's it. We appreciate your attention. Like I said, lots of great upcoming events and great opportunities for fundraising coming up. So we appreciate everyone's support, everyone's involvement, and ask you to stick with us and help us finish out the year strong.
Yeah. Keep your kids practicing, keep them excited. We've got a lot of concerts and performances ahead of us, as we mentioned. And this is the time where they really get to shine and show off all the hard work they've put in all school year. And we're excited to have them. I know they've been making their schedule choices for next year, and we're excited to see how many kids have already said, yes, there's no question, we're doing this again next year and for the years to come. So we're excited to keep you as part of our band family, and just let us know if you have anything you need. My email is ejackson@ossdms.org. And we'll have these, of course, attached to this email as well. Y'all have a good day.